Good morning, Chef. How's it going?
Morning. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Great,
Do you have a
good.
couple minutes this morning for a few questions before you prep for service?
Of course.
Perfect. Let's get going. So, Chef, easy question to start off with. What do you have going on outside the kitchen right now?
Worked on a new cookbook. Now that life is returning to normal, I'm trying to get all our properties, all the restaurants back open again. That's certainly keeping my plate full.
Wow, busy guy.
Yes.
Well, since you're so complex and have so much going on, how would you say you describe David Kinch in one word?
One word, that's a tough one. I'm gonna say fun, because I like to think that I have a good sense of balance. Balance would be the second word that I would use. I think trying to achieve balance allows me the best I can possibly be, both personally and professionally.
So a fun and balanced Chef Kinch. So if you had an actor play you in a biopic, who would that actor be that can best embody you?
Really? Really? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Brad Pitt. I'm not projecting. I'm not trying to project in any kind of way.
I mean, two men with good looks, I can't complain there. So, Chef, all of your restaurants are in the Los Gatos area and along the California coast. Would you say you draw any inspiration from the California coast?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the coast is really, really diverse, different microclimates. You have farms, you have mountains meeting the sea, you have ranches, but also you have the ocean, which dominates everything where we are. And it's constantly changing, showing us different emotions. And that's something that we try to bring into our cuisine and the ambience of the restaurant.
That's amazing. So when you are going along the coast or even zipping around Los Gatos and the Santa Cruz area, aside from a Lexus, what's your favorite way to get around?
Well, my favorite way, certainly in the summertime, would be on my Vespa. You know, Santa Cruz is a beach town. Traffic can be a bit of a bear, and the Vespa, it's as good as a helicopter getting around town through beach traffic.
Well, if you didn't have your Vespa and I gave you a keys to a Lexus right now, where would you go?
I think if I was in California, I'd explore the coast. You know, Pacific Highway 1, of course, is really, truly amazing, but especially going north. And if I was here on the East Coast, you know, I'd never been to Maine. I think a drive up the coast, a slow drive up, and exploring the coast along Maine would be really spectacular, something I'd always want to do.
So Chef, what makes you excited to work with Intersect by Lexus?
Oh, the quality of the team. I mean, they've been able to execute our vision 3,000 miles away from our restaurants. They couldn't be more proud or happier with the job that they're doing.
Speaking of the Intersect team, great timing. Good morning, Chef Nick.
Morning, Chef.
Morning,
How are you?
Chef. Welcome.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
Well, this is actually perfect timing. Chef Kinch, aside from yourself and Chef Nick, who is your favorite chef?
My favorite chef. Well, other than the chefs that help me run all my restaurants and getting them back open, it would be the next restaurant I'm going to. You know, the expectations for a great meal. That's probably the best way to say it.
And so then what would you say is your favorite restaurant right now?
The next restaurant I'm going to go to eat.
Well, Chef, before you hop into the kitchen, if you had to switch careers for a day, what would you do?
I think it would have to be something that's outside, something fun. How about a skipper on a sailboat?
So then, Chef, knowing your menu at Manresa has a large diversity of ingredients, what would you say is the wildest, craziest thing you've ever cooked with?
The wildest, craziest thing to cook with, I would have to say, even though we cook it a lot, it would be abalone. You know, it's primordial. It almost seems prehistoric. It takes a long time to grow. And it's really the most iconic ingredient for me in California. So it's always on the menu, and we still like to cook it a multitude of ways.
So, Chef, knowing you've worked with these different kinds of ingredients like abalone before, you must have a great arsenal of tools in the kitchen. What's your favorite to work with?
We have a great arsenal, but my favorite to this day is working with my hands. If your hands are clean and they're sanitized, it gives you a feel for the ingredients. You can tell how things are progressing, their doneness, all by the sense of feel. And that's something you can't get with a tool. If you want an actual tool, it would actually be a $3 cake tester, which is just a simple piece of wire, a little piece of plastic on that. There's really no more effective way of telling the doneness to a piece of meat, fish, or vegetable.
Well, Chef, I know you're about to start prepping. So last question for you. If you could only eat one dish off your menu for a week, what would it be?
I would say it would have to be Into the Vegetable Garden, because it is a dish that throughout the year, the name is always the same, but the dish constantly changes to whatever's available seasonally. At this point at Intersect by Lexus, the dish is really heavy with tomatoes. So that's always my favorite because it's always different.
Perfect. Well, Chef, thank you so much for taking the time to chat. I know you're getting into service tonight, so thank you and have a great service.
Thank you very much. Great to talk with you.